Hey folks, got a little DIY project. What I'm doing, it was sort of inspired by this thing right here. This is called a plug knocker, and I've used this. I've actually put it on an anchor wizard before, and what you do is when you have a crankbait that goes down and gets stuck on a stump or something, you kind of hook the line in there, and then this lead weight slides down the line and slams into it, and these chains kind of hook in the treble hooks, and you can rip it out of the stump. Really useful thing. Certainly helps to put it on an anchor wizard, just to maintain the line. But we don't always need to go 20-30 feet down to get stuff, and sometimes we put crankbaits or other baits up in the tree, and this isn't helping with that. So what I have here, this is a two-piece YakAttack Park and pole. So traditionally people use this for poling, for just moving themselves along in shallow water, or running this down through a scupper hole to maintain position. What I want to do, and I love things that are dual purpose, is I'm going to turn this into a lure retriever. So we'll have 8 feet of depth, or 8 feet of sticking it up in the tree. When we take the whopper plopper and put it way up in that sycamore branch, we can rip it down. So the parts that we're going to use for this DIY, obviously the YakAttack Park and pole here. We have a YakAttack tie-down eyelet, big washer, and I'm not sure which of these two things I'm going to use. I was thinking split ring, but went to the hardware store and got this welded ring, or maybe even I use that. What I'm doing with these is I'm going to take sections of chain to sort of mimic what's going on here, and put them on there, and then I'm going to put it on this loop, and basically that's going to be attached there. And as you need to gather, as you need to get the head of this down to the snagged bait or up in the tree, you can just slide the line down in there, and it'll occupy this area. So let's go ahead and get started, and we'll see how this takes shape. I haven't done it yet, just putting an idea to use. The other thing I wanted to say though is that the plug knockers don't always do a really great job with jigs, and one thing I'm hopeful with this is that I can use this style head and really wedge, and when you have a jig head stuck between two rocks, you can kind of pry and just disrupt the rocks down there, and hopefully get jigs back as well. It's always been a great tool for crankbaits. Now I'm hoping it'll turn into a great tool for getting your jigs back as well. All right, so I bought this chain here, and all I'm going to do is to just cut it into some, I don't know, maybe that's too long, maybe 4 or 5 inch long segments, and I'm going to put them on that ring here in a minute. But let's see, the other one worked well, and it looks like it has 4 of them, so let me go with 4 of them. I know when I will have this up in the tree, one of the techniques I think is going to work is to get that up in there and really spin it to wrap it around the branch and just rip it out. So maybe I'll give one longer one and try and see what that does. Another maybe 4-incher. All right, so I got 4 of them. Let's see if I can get them on this. I was at the hardware store. No, that's not gonna fit. Looking at this stuff, just saying, God, I hope I get the the right diameter to fit in there. I actually looked to see, hey, is it gonna fit on that? And I think it would. And now that I'm here, I'm looking at it thinking, uh-oh, it may not be the, all right, it may be the chain that's the challenge to get it on there. So I may be going in search of some smaller split rings, because these don't look like they're gonna let me do it. All right, let me go find another split ring. So I kind of changed my mind on the split ring. I feel like the split ring's gonna pull apart. I want to try something else first, and hopefully I can use this guy here. I'm close. Like, I look at it and I don't have too far to open, so I got a punch here, and I'm gonna try and just open it up enough that I can get it in there. Let's see if I can pull this off without these breaking. All right, looks like that opened it up. That may fall off later, but at least I'm gonna have something that I can really get in and twist and rip. If I can get this on. Yep, that worked. So we're in good shape there. I'll get a couple more on there. I did look to see, hey, is this gonna fit here? And it's tight, but it will. I'm not gonna do it now, because once it's in, it's really in there. But yeah, I'll keep going, punching out these other ones to open them up, and then we'll have something. All right, got all those on there. I'm gonna jam that on there, tighten that up. I thought I made them different lengths. I guess not, they're all the same. Okay, so the next thing that we're doing, we're actually almost done. What I want to do is take the head of this. One thing that's nice is you don't have to drill any holes. It's already got one. I think it was there for retail purpose. People putting them in the kayak shop in a you know, on a peg rack. Let's see. I got my big washer. I'll put on one side. I'm gonna put this threaded part coming through there, and I just need enough bite on this little track disc to grab it. I may need a pair of pliers to really tighten down on that thing hard, but I'll do that here in a second. But that's basically it. That's what we're looking at. You know, you slide your line in there. I'm probably going to turn it like that so you can guide it down the fishing line to your crankbait, jig, whatever, or up into the tree. Then as this, you know, gets to it, you can pry with it. You can spin and wrap around the treble hooks, ripping them out. I mean, that took no time at all to find a treble hook and get in there. It might take me longer to get it out. But that's it. That is your do-it-yourself lure retriever with a YakAttack Park and Pole, YakAttack tie-down eyelet, a washer, some chain, and this little link there. That's it. So after I put this together, I realized that right in this spot right here, after I tightened everything together, I tightened on the you know, the track piece and the washer and then the plastic piece. I've basically sealed off the path that the line will take or needs to take to get in there. So all I'm gonna do is just take a drill, really it should be a Dremel, but this will work for now, and just open that up. Now it's open. I can get the line to tuck into that little notch, pop up in there, and then I got my line guide to run it down, and I can also back it out now that I've opened up that spot. Now we're good to go.
Sweet.